What's up, everyone? Back here in front of my computer, and one of the things I've realized over the last little while is what is the purpose of us being here if we're not going to make it easier for those that are coming after us and to help out those that are around us. So if we can't help our fellow man or woman, then what's really the point of being here? And I've realized that I've gotten the most joy out of my career and life by helping others. And I've kind of tailored my, I guess, approach to how I help people. Not tailored, but I've adjusted it over time. And one of the things I do when people come to see me for training now is that I sit them down, and I used to sit down and find out what your goal is, which is everybody asks. And then after that, it would be, do you have any injuries? Are you taking any medication? And it was very much, superficial, kind of finding out what's going on with their body. But I've realized that if I wanted long-term results with a client, that I needed more than that. And I needed to find a way to provide them with some fuel for later on in their journey. Because when people start and they say, okay, I'm ready to take my health into my hands, and I want to start training or eating better, whatever it is, that's great. Your motivation is actually at its highest, because you actually said, okay, now's the time. Now I'm going to do it, and that's what happens obviously January 1st. And it does happen a lot in September too. People say, listen, I'm going to get back into a routine. Summer's over. I'm going to just develop my own thing. And sure enough, most of the time, things just kind of die out. Within two or 3 months, the motivation drops, and we have no more fuel left. And most of the time, we haven't even attained our goal. And even if you do, what happens is it's unfulfilling. Okay, so what I'd like to share with you, what I've developed over the last 18 years of training people. What I've really tailored in the last 5 is what I do in my first session with someone. And I used to go, oh man, this is so great. I don't want anybody to have it. So I'm going to share it with you, even if we're not training together, because I really do feel it'll help you. And I feel like if there are any trainers out there listening, that this is gold. Okay, this is, if you want clients to be with you long term, you got to do this. Okay, it's going to seem really simple. I'm going to try to sum it up as quickly as I can, because obviously I normally take an hour to do this with people, but I'm going to tell you what the main parts to this consultation are. So the first step 1, you sit down, and if you are watching this and you want to do it for yourself, by all means do so. And understand that it'll take some time. And if you do need some guidance, then yeah, obviously I would suggest you reach out to me if you want, and I can help guide you through it. Even if we don't train together, that's cool. I'll be more than happy to help you. But sometimes it seems it's a little. I'm going to just give some quick answers and that's it. This is your fuel for later on. This is your fuel for the journey. To make sure that we remind ourselves of how to stay motivated, because we do forget things. We're very, very forgetful people. I forget things. I'm sure you guys too. So step 1, you're going to take out a sheet of paper and you're going to write down what your goal is. And it has to be detailed. Okay, so the what comes first in this case, just because I tell people, let's say that, this whole screen here was a map and we're smack in the middle. And we got to decide where we're going. And we can't just say, well, I want to go south. Well, south might mean for you, we're in Montreal, so I might say, well, the South Shore. You might be thinking, well, south is, some island near the equator. And somebody else might think that, it's the tip of South America or Antarctica. So we really want to have a precise address that we can plug into our GPS. So what this means is describe your goal. If it's, I want to lose weight, how much weight? Is it 10 pounds, 15 pounds? Write it down. If it's that you say, well, I want to get healthy, unfortunately, healthy is like saying I want to go south. It's not giving us any more direction than that. We have to describe what is healthy. What is, oh, I want to be fit. Well, what does fit mean for you? Fit for somebody might be they're running a marathon, and fit for somebody else might be they're going up a flight of stairs without being winded. Fit might mean I just want to go for a half-hour walk and not have my feet hurt. So we want to describe what these generic terms of I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, we want to describe what that is in detail. So first step, describe your objective. I don't say goal now. I used to. Objective sounds a little bit better in my opinion. So we describe what the goal is. Second step, this is probably the most important of all of them. Okay, and we're doing it second just because now we know what we want. We want to describe why we want it. So we need 3 reasons why this is super important to us. And again, if it's I want to drop 20 pounds so that I can be healthy, healthy is not, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no drive, there's no emotion to it. So we're driven by emotion. As human beings, we're driven by emotion. So we need something that's gonna elicit some emotion in us. Healthy is meh. If it's I want to be healthy enough so that I can dance with my daughter at her wedding, if she does get married or whatever, or I want to be healthy enough so that when I take the dream vacation that I always wanted to take, that I can, sightsee and not be hindered by my physical ability. So 3 main reasons why. Is it that you're looking to boost confidence, boost your self-esteem? Is it that you want a sense of accomplishment? Is it, and it's got, I'm giving you examples, but please don't take them and just say, write those down. It's got to come from you. So it has to be something that's really, really pertinent to you. If it's that you want to feel young again, well, why do you want to feel young again? So this is a big question. It seems like it's a very loaded question, but it's gonna give you that fuel for later on in your journey when times will get tough, because they will. It's not going to be easy. At the beginning, everybody thinks it's easy. That's great, but then 2 months down the line, and if you've gone through this before, you're aware that motivation just kind of it drops off, and then we just scrap everything. And long term, that's not going to give us the result that we want. So it's not going to give us that what that we described earlier. So 3 reasons why. The next step is the if not. So what is going to happen? You have to ask yourself, what would happen if I do nothing for the next 10 years? So if it's that you need to lose, example, I'll give you an example of somebody that I worked with 2 weeks ago. And he said, I want to lose 50 pounds. I said, that's the goal. Great. Why? Well, he wants to, enjoy his life. He's worked really hard. He goes, I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my kids. I want to see them grow up. So there's a little bit of emotion involved. But I asked him if not, and he's 50. So I said, well, what if you don't do anything now, moving forward for the next 10 years? What would happen in 10 years from now if we do absolutely nothing? You don't train. This is the last time you step foot in the gym. This is the last time you decide to take your health into your own hands. What would happen to you in 10 years? Now, for this particular person, the result was very, very, there goes my machine. The result was he would be dead. That's what he said. He's like, I'd be dead. He's already got a couple of health issues. He's like, that's it. I'm done. So what we're looking to do now is, pretend we're back on that map. We described where we want to go. We said, okay, I want to get to here. We know why we want to go here. Now, like any good action movie, what I tell people is, let's pretend there's a monster chasing us on this side over here. So the monster's there. We want to describe the monster. And the reason is that if ever we start getting lazy and we start kind of backtracking and we're like, oh no, we don't want the monster to eat us, we really want to describe what this is. Because if not, next thing you know, we're already there and it's 10 years later and we became everything that we did not want. So we want to describe what we don't want to be. Now, we're going to continue on the next video because this is already 10 minutes long. So I'm going to post this and we'll continue it on the next one. Okay?